You just cleaned up the third puddle of the day, and you are staring at your puppy, wondering if they are doing this out of spite. It feels like you just took them outside 5 minutes ago. You watched them sniff around, you waited in the cold, and the second you brought them back across the threshold, they looked you dead in the eye and ruined your favorite rug. It is frustrating, exhausting, and makes you feel like an absolute failure as a pet parent. The good news is your puppy is not a criminal mastermind, and they do not hold grudges. The bad news is you are probably making 3 specific mistakes right now that are actively training your dog to relieve themselves indoors. To fix this, we have to look at how a canine brain actually processes space, scent, and time. Most people think housebreaking is about teaching a puppy where to go. In reality, it is about preventing them from realizing that going inside is even an option. When a puppy pees on your floor, a massive biological reward system triggers in their brain. Urinating feels good. It relieves physical pressure. If they happen to feel that relief while standing on your living room carpet, their brain registers that exact spot as a safe, comfortable, and valid restroom. Every single time they repeat this behavior, that neural pathway gets stronger. You are not just fighting a habit, you are fighting anatomy. An 8-week-old puppy has a bladder roughly the size of a lemon. They physically lack the muscular control to hold it for more than a couple of hours. By the time they realize they have to go, it is already happening. Expecting a baby animal to map out the logistics of walking to the back door, signaling you, and waiting for you to find your keys is simply unrealistic. This brings us to the first major trap most owners fall into. You buy a highly rated enzyme cleaner, spray the spot, wipe it up, and assume the slate is clean. It looks clean to you. It smells clean to human noses. But to a dog, whose sense of smell is up to 100,000 times more powerful than ours, that spot still screams bathroom. Standard household cleaners, even bleach and ammonia, do not break down the microscopic uric acid crystals embedded deep within your flooring. Ammonia is actually a component of urine. When you scrub an accident spot with an ammonia-based cleaner, you are essentially refreshing the scent marker. The next time your puppy walks by, their nose picks up that chemical signature, and their instinct tells them to top it off. You must use a true enzymatic cleaner that literally eats the organic proteins and uric acid. You have to saturate the area, let it sit for at least 15 minutes, and allow it to air dry. If you do not completely erase the chemical map of previous accidents, you are playing a losing game. But even with the right cleaner, your schedule might be working against you. Many people rely on a reactionary approach. They wait for the puppy to show signs of needing to go, like sniffing the floor or circling. The problem is that by the time a puppy exhibits these behaviors, they are usually seconds away from releasing. If you are sitting on the couch watching TV, you will not react fast enough. Instead of watching the dog, you need to watch the clock. A foolproof housebreaking strategy relies on proactive scheduling, not reactive observation. Puppies operate on highly predictable biological rhythms. There are 4 critical transition points when a puppy almost always needs to eliminate immediately upon waking up, within 10 minutes of eating or drinking, right after a vigorous play session, and anytime they change activities. If your puppy is playing with a toy and suddenly stops to walk away, that is your cue. Do not wait for a sniff. Pick them up immediately and carry them outside. Carrying them is a crucial trick. The physical motion of being lifted and held inhibits their urge to pee. If you make them walk to the door on their own 2 feet, they will likely leak along the way. Once you get outside, the real work begins. A common mistake is turning outdoor time into a massive party the second you step off the porch. If you immediately start throwing a ball or letting them chase leaves, their brain gets flooded with dopamine from the play. They completely forget about their full bladder. Then 20 minutes later, you bring them back inside, the excitement dies down, their body relaxes, and they instantly pee on the floor. When you take your puppy out to do their business, keep it incredibly boring. Walk them on a leash directly to a designated potty spot. Stand completely still. Do not talk to them. Do not pet them, and do not play with them. Give them exactly 5 minutes to sniff around and get to work. If they do go, wait until they are completely finished. Do not interrupt them midstream with excited praise, or they will stop halfway through and finish the rest inside your kitchen. The second they empty their bladder completely, throw a massive celebration. Give them high-value treats they never get at any other time, like tiny pieces of plain cooked chicken or freeze-dried liver. Make them feel like they just won a gold medal. If this is finally making your housebreaking struggles make sense, hit that like button and share this with a fellow frustrated puppy owner who needs to hear it. Drop a comment below with the exact room your puppy loves to target the most. There is a fascinating psychological reason they pick that specific spot, and I will reveal why in a bit. But what happens if those 5 minutes pass and they do absolutely nothing? This is the exact moment where most owners fail. They assume the puppy doesn't need to go, bring them back inside, and let them loose. Within 3 minutes, an accident happens. So if your puppy does not pee outside during their designated slot, they have lost their indoor freedom privileges. Bring them back inside, but do not let them touch the floor. Put them directly into their crate or keep them securely attached to your waist with a leash. Confine them for 15 minutes. Their natural instinct is to avoid dirtying the area where they sleep or stand directly next to you. After 15 minutes, take them right back out to the exact same outdoor spot and try again. Repeat this loop until they finally succeed. This strict management prevents the possibility of an indoor accident. It denies them the chance to reinforce the bad habit. If they cannot access your rugs, they cannot ruin them. This brings us to the controversial topic of puppy pads. Many well-meaning owners line their apartments or houses with paper pads, thinking it is a helpful stepping stone. In reality, puppy pads often prolong the housebreaking process by months. Look at it from your puppy's perspective. You are teaching them that it is perfectly acceptable to eliminate indoors on a soft, absorbent surface. To a puppy, the tactile difference between a disposable paper pad and your expensive bathroom bath mat or bedroom carpet is virtually non-existent. You are effectively training them to target soft fabrics inside your home. Unless you have absolutely no choice due to living in a high-rise apartment without vaccination clearance, skip the pads entirely. Go straight to the final outdoor goal. Freedom inside the house is something your puppy must earn, not a right they are born with. If you are letting an unhousebroken puppy wander through multiple rooms unsupervised, accidents are guaranteed. They will find a quiet, hidden corner behind the sofa or in a guest bedroom, do their business, and walk away. Keep your puppy in the same room with you at all times. Use baby gates, playpens, or a tether line attached to your belt. If you cannot actively look at your puppy with your own 2 eyes, they should be resting inside their crate. The crate is your absolute best ally in this process, provided you use it correctly. The space must be sized appropriately. It should only be large enough for the puppy to stand up, turn around, and lie down comfortably. If the crate is too big, they will simply pee in one corner and sleep soundly in the other. When an accident inevitably happens while you are watching, your reaction determines how quickly they learn. The old school advice of rubbing a dog's nose in their mess or screaming at them is not only cruel, it is scientifically counterproductive. If you yell at a puppy when they pee on the carpet, they do not connect your anger with the location. They connect your anger with the act of peeing itself. They think, when my human sees me pee, terrible things happen. As a result, they do not stop peeing inside. They just stop peeing in front of you. They will become terrified to relieve themselves on a leash during walks because your presence scares them. Instead, they will wait until your back is turned or sneak off into another room to eliminate in secret. You have cracked the trust bond and made the problem twice as hard to fix. If you catch them in the act, remain completely calm. Do not yell, clap aggressively, or scold them. Simply make a neutral, sharp sound like oops to startle them into pausing their bladder muscles. Immediately scoop them up, carry them out to their designated outdoor spot, and let them finish there. If they finish outside, reward them heavily. If they don't, put them in the crate and try again in a few minutes. If you discover an old puddle that happened while you weren't looking, just accept the loss. Clean it up with your enzymatic formula and vow to supervise better next time. Punishing a puppy minutes or hours after the fact is completely useless. Their short-term memory cannot link a past action with your current frustration. Consistency is the ultimate secret weapon. If you take them out at random times, use different doors, and offer inconsistent rewards, your puppy will remain confused. They need a rigid, unchanging routine to connect the dots. Use the same exit door every single time. Use a specific cue word like go potty the moment you reach the outdoor spot. Pay close attention to their dietary schedule as well. If you leave a bowl of kibble out all day for free feeding, their digestion will be entirely unpredictable. Feed them at the exact same times every day. What goes in on a schedule comes out on a schedule. You will quickly learn exactly how many minutes it takes for their system to process a meal, allowing you to get ahead of the clock. Water intake should also be managed, especially as bedtime approaches. Remove their water bowl roughly 2 hours before their final night trip. This gives their system time to empty completely before a long stretch of sleep, drastically reducing the need for emergency middle-of-the-night wake-up calls. Housebreaking is not a test of your puppy's intelligence. It is a test of your management, observation, and consistency. If you eliminate their indoor options through close supervision, clear out old scent markers with the right enzymes, and reward outdoor success. Like it is a national holiday, the accidents will vanish. It takes time for their bodies to mature and their habits to lock in, but if you stick to the blueprint without variance, you will soon have a trustworthy housebroken companion.